Auburn Blitz is now on the air, your daily look into what's happening in Auburn athletics. With your host, Andy Graham, Brett Pritchard, Randy Lee, War Eagle.
Hello again, everyone, and good Monday afternoon. Welcome into this, another edition of the Auburn Blitz. I'm Andy Graham alongside David Jones. We'll be with you for the next hour, taking your comments, taking your phone calls, talking about everything going on in the world of Auburn athletics. Auburn coming off the first scrimmage of preseason camp on Saturday. A lot of good information coming from that. Some separation in the quarterback rotation. Well, we got some news about that. Obviously, everybody's kind of heard that. We'll react to it. And we'll talk about a lot of the things that Brian Harsin said about the scrimmage, what people have taken from it. A lot of good, some interesting, and some surprising, I would say. So we'll talk about that a little bit. Auburn gets a commitment. We talked about that last Friday. We expected that to happen. J.C. Hart, defensive back from Lochapoka, announces that he will commit to the Auburn Tigers for whatever that's worth, commitment. I do believe him, though. He's grown up an Auburn fan. He loves Auburn. Coach had some really nice things. His coach there at Lochapoka had some really nice things to say about him. But he's he's a big guy, over 6 foot tall, 175 pounds as a junior in high school. So he is projected. While not a lot of people have seen a lot of film on him, he is shows that he's got a really, really high ceiling. So just another really nice piece to this recruiting class that brings it up to 7. So, again, it just slowly keeps creeping along and getting a little bit bigger and a little bit bigger. So that's good. But we'll talk about that a little bit. That's a good thing to get J.C. Hart. And just some random thoughts about the upcoming season, about this Auburn football team. And we'd love to hear from you as always. So give us a call. 256-234-6221 is our number here. And you can also dial us up on the Sports Blitz Facebook page each and every day, Monday through Friday. You can comment away on the Sports Blitz, that's Sports with a Z, Facebook page. And we will get to as many of those as we can throughout the show today. But should be a lot of fun. We are moving closer and closer. It's getting more and more exciting. David,
12 days.
David, how wow, that's
12
great.
days until the first game.
How are you? How's it going?
Man, I'm good today. 2 good gigs this weekend, fresh haircut.
Yeah, and you look
Your buddy Rod
very,
Severs
he
he put the clippers to me this morning, but man, it was still hot outside. But I was listening to Sirius XM this morning. Neuheisel, my dude. I love listening to Rick Neuheisel. And I endure Chris Childress. But 12 days till the first weekend after next is the first, I think, week from this Friday, first college football weekend. And then so it's creeping upon us. Now, to J.C. Hart, hidden jewel tucked away in tiny Lochapoka, Alabama. Mm-hmm. Like you said, not a lot of film on him. I think he's a really, really high 3-star. I think he'll be a 4-star if you're into the star thing before it's all said and done. Obviously, his high school coach just thinks he's phenomenal.
right.
So that's another good get for us. And creep is the word you use. That's right. We're continue to creep. But all 7 just incredibly good football players. So we can only hope that continues.
Just talked with some made some little connection, and later this I think maybe later this week, hopefully maybe next week, we're going to have one of the designers of the new football facility on to talk about it.
Oh,
talk
fantastic.
about what all's going to be in it and what all it's going to be like. So that's going to be a lot of fun as well. And so look forward to that coming up a little bit later.
And also, Andy, that's phenomenal. That's going to be awesome. Hope I'm on that day.
I will see if we can make it a Tuesday or Thursday.
And I think I'm on tomorrow too. So
Okay.
I think I'm on 3 days this week. But good grief, I'm so old. I forgot what I was going to say. You were talking about the building.
Are you going? Well, yeah, that's a conversation during the break we can have. But what's wrong with David's memory, and what's wrong with Andy's? But yeah, Luke's. I kind of sent a text not too long earlier to start the show that said Miles Brennan. The reports are that he's stepping away from football.
Yeah.
Is not going at LSU. Apparently, was informed that he did not get the starting job already. If that decision's already been made, then that's somewhat interesting in itself. But is giving up football. So Miles Brennan not going to be there. That's being reported. I don't know if he has made anything about that, but nonetheless, okay. The scrimmage. That's obviously the talk of Auburn right now. It would appear, I think, by everybody's estimation, people that were there, Coach Harsin that made the comments after it. Obviously, the most of the public is, and beat writers and things like that are only getting to see a very, very small portion. But I think it would be safe to say that T.J. Finley is in the lead right now at the quarterback position.
Yeah. Well, here's what I have to say about that, Andy. There's one thing you're not, and you know this as well as I do, especially with the way they run practices now. How much really live first defense against the quarterback have they done? Zero.
It was tackled to the ground. It was. I mean, they actually tackled in this.
Well, everybody but quarterbacks.
Right.
I promise you, they ain't tackling those quarterbacks.
Oh no,
to the ground.
and they won't.
No. So here's what I'm saying. Am I a little disappointed? Maybe, because I think we've said on this show, Randy said this, I've said this ad nauseum. The one thing that's going to separate this quarterback race is mobility and the ability to get out of trouble and make plays. And I'm not talking about the run backwards in a zigzag like we're in the backyard Bo Nix getting out of trouble, okay? I watched the Auburn LSU replay last night. It was on SEC Network, zigzag backwards. No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about legitimate ability to step up in the pocket, evade a rusher, either get downfield with a run or find a receiver. That is what is going to separate this quarterback race, and they're probably seeing very little of that, if any, against real pressure in practice. So I'm going to say that we may even get into the first couple of games and realize, whoopsie, maybe we should.
Well, it wouldn't be the first time Auburn started a quarterback who we're going to put all our eggs in his basket.
Yeah.
And 3 games into the season say, we're going to change gears, or we're changing baskets. So, who knows what will happen during the season. But I have been somewhat subtly, but I think I have been over the last 2 months trying to interject occasionally. People need to prepare themselves for the possibility that T.J. Finley could be the starting quarterback for the season. And I know, and I don't know. I mean, you get the sense from people that we talk to, certainly in our circle of friends and fans, that we all think that, judging by what we saw last year from T.J. Finley, that's not, if he's the best we've got, then we should be very, very concerned.
Yes.
If that's that's our thought process, correct?
From what we saw last year.
So,
yes.
You take into account what Auburn, was on a severe downward trend last year.
Yeah.
The offensive production plummeted from Bo Nix for what T.J. Finley took over. Now, could T.J. Finley, could he get a lot better? Sure.
Yeah.
He could get now, is that going to make him faster? Is he going to be faster? Is he going to be able to elude the rush better? Probably not.
Well, see, Andy, that's what Harsin is saying. He has a great command of the offense. I get that. I bet you Calzada has pretty good command of the offense as well, and I think even Robbie Ashford, intelligent enough to pick up and be in great command of the offense. I'm not worried about that. I'm worried about what you just mentioned. Getting out of trouble, mobility, speed, getting the shoulder pads turned north-south and making a play. And if he would have had to improve a whole heck of a lot off of what we saw last year. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, Brett chimes in as well. We also, there was something that came across a little earlier before we came on the air that Nick don't like what we're hearing about Nick Brahms. There could be an injury there. He could be out for a while.
Where'd this come
Did
from?
not participate in the scrimmage.
He did not?
Tate Johnson, I think, was got a lot of time at center. So, and Harson's been talking up Tate Johnson. There may be a reason for that, to try to say, well, this guy's been doing so much. He's made so much progress. He's doing so much better. He's really shining. Well, he may have to play. That may be why he's starting to talk him up. I don't know that, but that's coming from some sources inside. So
it's like losing the captain of the ship there.
Yeah, you don't want to lose your anchor of your offensive line that you've touted for so long now. Oh, it's experience. That we're going to count on this great experience for the offensive line. That's what's going to carry the day. That's why they're going to be so much more improved, because they've been playing so much. They've got so many starts, and then you go throw Tate Johnson out there who has never made one start in his career. But this is fall camp. This is these kind of things. All these kind of things happen. This is what you have to deal with. This is, and it's not to say I don't know these are facts. These are just. It is conspicuous that Brahms has.
And Andy, also, I know you're going to get to it, but there's a running back we need to be talking about too. Evidently on the side.
Well, Cam Brown and Damari Austin are two freshmen that, and they're actually, and there's several other freshmen as well on the defensive side that have really made their presence known. And so this could be a breakout year for quite a few guys, offensively and defensively. We got to take our first break here on the Auburn Blitz, but don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more right after these messages.
Hi, this is Brian Bice with Bice Motors. With our all-star lineup of Dodge trucks, Jeep, SUVs, and Chrysler cars, we offer the area a team dedicated to making your next vehicle purchase a positive experience. Our sales team offers competitive pricing, and we back up all sales with a service department second to none. Bice Motors also offers the area's best selection of pre-owned vehicles. Visit Bice Motors at 2133 Cherokee Road in Alexander City.
Guaranteed lowest price. Buy it at Bice Motors.
Hillaby Towers is an affordable senior citizens community located in Alexander City on Highway 22 East. Spacious one-bedrooms are available now. Great location, peaceful setting, comfortable living where pets are allowed and utilities are included. Call today to find out more information on Alexander City's best-kept secret, 256-329-0552. That's Hillaby Towers in Alexander City.
WOTM is the television provider for all Alabama High School Athletic Association championship events and special programs. WOTM is your home for the Super 7 football, state finals basketball, baseball and softball state championships, the AHSAA weekly show, and WOTM also produced the first ever football playoff show, Super 7 preview show, and reclassification reveal show. Your exclusive home for all things AHSAA is WOTM. Contact your local cable provider to request WOTM to your channel lineup.
Finding a job might be tough, but starting your new career has never been easier. Wellborn Cabinet in Ashland has a wide array of career opportunities with benefits. General labor production, skilled cabinet builders, product assembly line, shipping, over-the-road truck drivers, clerical, marketing, security, daycare, office clerks, and so much more. Apply in person, 38669 Highway 77 South in Ashland, or online at wellborn.com. Building cabinets, building careers, and building our community.
Whether it's Lake Martin, Lay Lake, or Logan Martin, boaters from all over the state of Alabama come to Alex City Marine, just off Highway 280 in Alexander City, Alabama, because it's worth the drive. with the best deals on unbeatable Suzuki outboards, Manitou and Landau tri-tunes, and a great pre-owned inventory while they last. Alex City Marine is the pros the locals know. And no matter where you're from, when you're here, you're local to us. Alex City Marine, just off Highway 280 in Alexander City, Alabama. AlexCityMarine.com.
Heritage South Credit Union in Alexander City is your community credit union, and they have been for over 80 years. Heritage South Credit Union proudly serves Tallapoosa, Coosa, Lee, Chambers, Randolph, and Chilton counties. From checking to business accounts, to share savings to club accounts, to their kids club and investments. Visit them online at myhscu.com. Heritage South Credit Union, your community credit union for 80 years. Federally insured by NCUA.
Hey, it's Brett Pritchard, and I'm here to tell you all about Sims Foods, who you know better as Wickles Pickles. Wickles Pickles, that 90-year-old recipe, wickedly delicious. Relish, okra, and pickles. From Saturday sandwiches, tailgate snacks, to holiday dinners with your family and friends. From their family to yours, Wickles Pickles, those wickedly delicious pickles.
Wickles Pickles, wickedly delicious pickles.
It's been 30 years. 30 years of growth. 30 years of dedication. 30 years of service and value to our great customers. 30 years of automotive technology and innovation. We are proud to celebrate our anniversary at Glenn Smith Chevrolet Buick GMC in Opelika, making you smile for 30 years.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and David here with you. About 45 more minutes left in today's show. Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us today. We are brought to you each and every day by Russell Do-It Center. They got 10 locations around Central Alabama for all your building supply, home decor, tools, whatever it might be. Go and check out Russell Do-It Center today. They got a little bit of everything there at Russell Do-It Center. All right, this in from Justin Hokanson, Auburn beat writer, insider. Yes, Nick Brimes did not participate in the scrimmage. We knew that. We were told over a month ago that Brimes had a minor procedure completed in June on both knees. This was a follow-up to the surgery he had in January. He's been through the ringer. Brimes has been participating in fall camp and working hard. He's a veteran who has played a lot of football, and our understanding is that Brimes not playing in the scrimmage is simply a way to manage his repetitions throughout camp. So that makes sense. You want to lessen his load a little bit because you know what to expect of him. There is one of the benefits of being a veteran. Now, you can't really – I mean, you need some of those, live snaps to get ready for the season. You just, I don't care who you are, you can't just – get thrown into the mix.
Right.
You kind of got to build up to it. But hopefully that situation will be okay. Hopefully he will be able to work through that. But
Andy, let's see what happens Friday.
Yeah.
Because that's the next scrimmage. I can understand if they're going 100% all out live to maybe hold him out. But if he's out again next Friday at that scrimmage completely, it's a little concerning. So I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah. All right, some scrimmage notes from Friday. Brian Harsin talked about it. Situational work mostly. Chance to play a lot of the guys. That's good. That first scrimmage, you get so many of the different guys out there, see what everybody looks like, what they've got. Some of the ones that kind of jumped out at me though, freshmen Damari Alston and Camden Brown were both offensive standouts. Brown had a touchdown reception. Alston had 2 rushing touchdowns.
Went up 40 yards. He ripped off. Yeah.
A lot of speed he talked about from on the outside. But Cam Brown is just a name that it's one of those that you keep hearing things, and at the first you hear it and you go, okay, kid made a catch. I'm sure he's athletic, good. But then you hear it again the next day, and then he did this, and he looks like that. And then they start saying, well, I mean, he's wise beyond his years because he's already got a good work ethic, and he's already absorbing the playbook, and he's ahead of the. And you go, okay, well, okay, that's very promising.
Mm-hmm.
And then you watch T.J. Finley go back and sling one down the middle, and he reaches up and catches the touchdown pass and gets 1 foot down inbounds in the end zone line, and you think, okay, we may have something there.
Is he not one of our taller guys? He's
about 6'3", I think.
Yeah, that's encouraging because, we've talked about this, all of us, Brett, Randy, you, me, receivers. What are we going to get out of our receiver room? And, of course, I'm big on Ike Hilliard. I think that's obvious. He's making a difference. But that's music to our ears from what we talked about as far as what position group are we most concerned about. And receivers was one of them.
This is true. And it's funny how that happens. You go into a season and rightly so, you're basing it on what you witnessed with your own eyes last year.
Sure.
And you're witnessing, you're basing it on the, incoming recruiting class and all these kind of things. And you think, well, this position I think is clearly going to be, a weakness, and it turns out to be a strength.
Yeah.
And it can that happens all the time, it seems like. It would appear, now I don't want to get ahead of myself here, but we were all concerned about Owen Papo. How would he be coming back?
Yes.
Early returns are, he looks great.
Running around like Owen used to.
He looks great. Cam Riley, we were wondering who's going to help Owen. Well, Cam Riley, his name has come up about as much as anybody else saying, this guy's ready to take the next step. The light has come on. Whatever the cliche you want to throw out there, he's transformed his body, yada, yada, yada. He seems to be ready to contribute. So
yeah.
That's all really, really good signs. John Schenker did catch a touchdown pass. Zach Calzada threw a touchdown pass.
Yeah. And Andy, to your point.
I think to John Schenker.
That's right. Johnny Sammy Schenker.
There you go.
Hey, to your point about let's go back to TJ just real quick. So I've said this before. I'm going to say it again. I'm not anti-TJ. Because he's a tremendous young man, tremendous leader. Needs to make sure he wears his helmet when he rides the moped. But anyway, I hope he's made so much improvement in the off season that, to your point about what we saw last year and what can they get better. But there again, command of the offense, sure, but mobility and strength and speed and all of that is what I'm talking about, too. Also, our guy Jason Jones, we mentioned last week, said he's looked good in the first scrimmage at nose tackle. So,
I mean, if he can, I don't know how he cannot look good being an enormous human being as he is. And he's not like a tub of lard, as we'd say.
No.
Back in the day, he is a well put together individual.
Yes.
So if his strength will translate over, I don't know why it wouldn't. He could be an extremely valuable piece of that defensive line.
Yeah.
But just to go back to your TJ Finley, because again, that's the biggest. I've said all along. People say, "Who do you want to become? Who would you like to see win the quarterback position?" And my initial instinct was always to say Zach Calzada, because almost solely because of the Alabama game last year. I mean, otherwise than that, I mean, he had a very mediocre year at Texas A&M, at a place where he couldn't beat out a guy named Haynes King, who I'm not sure will even be the quarterback this year at Texas A&M.
That's right. Yeah.
Okay, so that would put him at maybe third string. At Texas A&M. So why would I, in retrospect, just because of my bias? Other than that, why would you really? I mean, why would Zach Calzada be a better quarterback than TJ Finley?
Right.
Because of one game?
Yeah. That's now mine. Yeah, you can't base it on
Now
that.
maybe he earns the job ultimately. We're getting ahead of ourselves. I mean, Zach Calzada could still win the job,
Or
and he
Robbie
may turn
Ashford.
and Robbie Ashford. And to be perfectly honest, that was they said those that watched practice said T.J. Finley, Robbie Ashford, Zach Calzada in that order.
Really?
That's how they look. Hope you get another break here. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more of the Auburn Blitz right after this.
Growing your business isn't just one thing. It's a million little things. Should you lease, rent, or own? How fast can you get that part? Does it fit the budget? That's what your local cat dealer is here for. With expert advice, flexible financing, and industry-leading equipment, you can get the job done, day after day. Visit ThompsonCat.com, your compact equipment provider.
The Eric McKinley team at Mortgage Pro in Alexander City is the perfect lender for all your mortgage needs. Property values have increased and interest rates have never been so low. So if you haven't looked at refinancing your house in the last 6 to 12 months, Mortgage Pro is here to help you take advantage of that. Our team is closing loans in 15 days or less, so give us a call at 256-397-0248 and let our team go to work for you today.
Frontline Outfitters provides all your aftermarket parts for your cars, trucks, and as well as your professional tinting solutions for auto, residential, and commercial buildings. Frontline Outfitters also handles vinyl wraps, spray-in bed liners, truck accessories, LED lighting, paint correction and detailing, and much more. Make sure Frontline Outfitters of Alexander City is your first call for tinting and aftermarket solutions. Call us today, 256-409-8100.
The interstate is backed up this morning due to an accident.
So you don't like sitting still on the interstate? Get the free Algo traffic app. With Algo, you'll have the information you need to avoid problems on your route, to work, to home, to the beach. Traffic backups, wrecks, lane closures, all with current info and live traffic camera feeds. Know before you go with Algo Traffic, ALGO Traffic from the Alabama Department of Transportation. Get it today and arrive on time.
Lake Martin Garage, located on Highway 280 in Jackson's Gap, has been serving our area since 1993. From routine maintenance such as oil changes, tune-ups, and rotating and balancing your tires, to transmission and engine repair, our trained and certified mechanics will get you back on the road better than before. Need a tow? With a 24-hour, 7-day-a-week towing service, Lake Martin Garage has local and long-range pickup. Trust your vehicle needs to the professionals at Lake Martin Garage. Call 256-825-6139, or better yet, stop in and see them today. Lake Martin Garage.
Russell Building Supply and Home Center is just around the corner in a brand new, convenient location with a wide selection of grills, hardware, tools, paint, lawn and garden, and much more. The new store offers more home improvement items along with other helpful conveniences like a drive-through lumber yard and our Best Rewards program, making it an ideal destination for do-it-yourselfers and professional contractors. Get ready for game day on the plains by stocking up on all your Auburn tailgating gear at Russell Building Supply and Home Center.
EnviroCare is the standard in East Central Alabama for all your pest control and termite needs. EnviroCare exclusively offers Centricon termite colony elimination system that is the industry's most effective termite control to protect your home year-round. The EnviroCare team's service is also the standard for our customers. From eliminating home pests to superior termite control, nobody cares like EnviroCare, serving Lake Martin and East Central Alabama.
For more than 40 years, Ingram Equipment Company has helped companies, towns, and cities with their dirtiest, most challenging jobs by providing the very best equipment and by helping them keep in tip-top working condition. IEC represents leading manufacturers such as Heil garbage truck bodies, Timco sweepers, Step pothole patchers, and many more. We proudly support all athletes and teams that compete across the state and wish them good luck this year. Ingram Equipment Company, ingramequipment.net.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and David here with you for about 30 more minutes left in today's show. Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us today, brought to you each and every day by Big Fish Real Estate. For all your real estate needs here in the Lake Martin area, as well as down there on the coast, give them a call today, 551-BIG-FISH, or look them up, bigfishlakemartin.com. Again, thank you so much for all of you out there being with us today, talking about kind of reacting to Auburn's scrimmage over the weekend, Saturday at Jordan-Hare Stadium. Brian Harsin did say that there was some, quote, some separation in the quarterback room. What does that mean? I think, TJ Finley has been running with the ones quite a bit, and that makes a difference too. I mean, if you throw Zach Calzada out there mainly with the 2s and 3s, it's not really a fair fight. If, TJ Finley's getting the majority of the reps, and it's not, so it's hard to compare. It's not apples to apples as far as what, the statistics look like between Robbie Ashford and Calzada and Finley. So we'll see, we'll see a different, I'm sure, setup in the next scrimmage, and we'll see what, all becomes of that. But nonetheless, I thought it was a little bit interesting, Brian Harsin, when talking about the quarterbacks, he made it pretty clear. I mean, he praised T.J. Finley, and he even, said Robbie Ashford did some really good things. And I think then he said, Zach Calzada was solid. That's a Gus Malzahn if I've ever heard it.
Yeah.
Solid.
He gussed us.
I wouldn't take that as a compliment, to be perfectly honest.
Look, Andy, like I told you during the break, all this is fine. It's wonderful. Fun to read. I don't care. All three of those guys are capable of operating the offense efficiently. Who is the dude?
T.J. Finley, a 14-play drive.
Yeah, to start it off. That's right. Yeah.
I can get behind that.
Absolutely. Like I said, if it's TJ, then I fully trust Brian Harsin and Eric Keesaw in choosing who they think is our best option to win. We're just scared of that because of what we witnessed last year. Seriously, he made some tremendous throws. We've talked about this too. He missed some very simple throws, and he just couldn't get out of trouble. I mean, the Birmingham Bowl, he was a statue back there.
Yeah.
So, obviously.
Well, that's the thing. It's a balance, right? You got to be dynamic. You got to be dynamic in that you got to make some dynamic plays occasionally, throughout the game. You need some chunk plays. You need that. You got to hit that 40-yard pass for a touchdown when it's open. You're not going to make every single one of them, but you got to make at least one of them. But it's the consistency. It's the converting on 3rd and 6. It's the not getting the team out of a bad play. Not all these, not having to delay a game when you're on the 3-yard line. And all these different kind of things that factor into it.
And Andy, how many overthrows did Bo have?
A lot.
I mean, good grief.
Yeah.
So, let's just move forward and hope all this resolves itself through the hard work and the preparation. So, it'll be interesting to see what these comments look like next week after this second scrimmage Friday.
Right, true. Ed says, I don't care who starts, just please don't be scared to make a change if it's not working. That could be. I'm always of two minds about that. I'd be interested in what you think about that, Ed, when you say don't be afraid to make a change. I believe you have to commit to a guy, because if you got two quarterbacks, you don't have a quarterback, and you get into this, back and forth, and then it gets into the quarterback's head where he feels like, I can't make a mistake. I can't throw this pass because it's too tight of a window. I might miss, or there might have been an interception. And if I do that, I'll get pulled, and he loses his confidence. So I think there's a fine line there between committing to a guy and letting him know he's the guy, and what's to constitute it's not working? I guess is the question.
Well, Andy,
is that 3? Well, I lost to Penn State. Well, certainly I lost to Mercer. Would be. It's not working.
Well, that's what you're talking about is very accurate. On the flip side of that, because I coached high school football for many, many years, high and college coaches are some of the hard-headedest people in the world. Which is the most important thing is this: when you pick that guy, you better hope he's the guy, so you don't get into that situation.
Yeah. Auburn just needs a quarterback, John says. Well, I think we all agree with that. You're going to be hard to run without one, that's for sure. Yeah. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more of the Auburn Blitz right after these messages.
Lake Martin has a new car buying experience. It's the TR Group of Alex City on Cherokee Road. The TR Group has up to 100 late model vehicles to choose from and will not be beat on price, selection, or financing. With the TR Group, your selection and quality is easy and your good credit is rewarded. But we offer guaranteed financing on our inventory because your future is more important than your past. The TR Group, Lake Martin's new standard in auto sales. Located at 814 Cherokee Road, Alex City, USA.
Tails are wagging and pets are bragging about Zoom to Groom. Columbus, Phoenix City, and Smith Station. Zoom to Groom comes to you. It's mobile pet grooming from the comfort of your driveway. Schedule your appointment now online at zoomtogroom.net or by phone at 334-740-9909.
Whether you prefer bricks, clicks, or taps, there's one place built around all your needs. For whatever it is you want to do. Even if your needs change, we'll be right there with you, making it all possible. Because you never know when a new addition will come along. So walk in, log on, or tap away. Either way, Valley's built to help you do you. Wherever life takes you, we'll be right there with you.
Grain and Leaf, located at 6068 Highway 63 South, is Lake Martin's premier boutique-style bottle shop with a unique array of sophistication for everyone. Appropriately named for its exclusive selection of top spirits, wine, and craft beer, Grain and Leaf also has a number of fine cigars for you to choose from. They also carry the full line of Hornsby Farms assorted jellies and pottery. Open 10 to 7 Monday through Saturday and noon to 5 on Sundays, Grain and Leaf is your premier shop in the Lake Martin area.
Hey guys, this is Nate Pass with Airport Motors.
I'm Connor Branch with Fairway Auto Brokers in Opelika, Alabama.
And this is your first ever Lake Martin Summer Car Blitz.
That's right, Lake Martin. Airport Motors and Fairway Auto Brokers is teaming up for the very first Lake Martin Summer Car Blitz. Make sure to check out either website for the very best selection of pre-owned luxury trucks, SUVs, and sedans in East Alabama. Get pre-approved in minutes online and make sure to use the keyword Summer Blitz in the comment section for $500 off internet price. That's keyword Summer Blitz.
At C&T Electric, our clients are our priority. For the safety and security of your family and home, our technicians are professionally trained, drug tested, background checked, and wear uniforms with name tags. We're proud to have served the Alex City, Dadeville, and Lake Martin areas for the past 10 years. Give us a call at 256-234-0007 for all your electrical service and repair needs. Or visit us on the web at www.cntelectricllc.com and spell out the word "and."
Something big is coming. Something so big, it'll change the world of chicken sandwiches. Zaxby's new signature sandwich with Zax sauce or new spicy Zax sauce. Because the chicken sandwich war ain't over yet. The new signature sandwich. All the other little sandwiches can run along. We'll take it from here.
Hey, this is Doug Roberts, long-term resident of Alexander City. I sold my house with Century 21 Lake Area Realty because all my life I had heard that to sell a house, you need 3 things: location, location, location. I found out there's actually 4. You need location, 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 and Rhonda Gaskins at Century 21 Lake Area Realty to sell your house fast.
Call me today and let me go to work for you. 256-749-3644.
Tails are wagging and pets are bragging about Zoom to Groom. Columbus, Phoenix City, and Smith Station. Zoom to Groom comes to you. It's mobile pet grooming from the comfort of your driveway. Schedule your appointment now online at zoomtogroom.net or by phone at 334-740-9909.
Brubaker Motors in Montgomery is the largest and fastest growing used car dealership in the River Region. You can absolutely get a better buy at Brubaker. It's better at Brubaker.com.
Brubaker, Brubaker, Brubaker.
You can absolutely get a better buy at Brubaker.
BREWBAKER. BREWBAKER.com.
It's better at Brubaker.com.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and David here with you. My goodness, just a couple more segments left in today's show. It's flying by. Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us. We are brought to you each and every day by Mortgage Pro. The Eric McKinley team, they are saving people thousands of dollars each and every year on their home mortgages. Give them a call today, 256-397-0248, 256-397-0248. Mortgage Pro. The Eric McKinley team, and Eric McKinley, the lender of the year, that all year long, apparently.
Yes.
Yeah.
Andy, we're rocking our College World Series gear today.
Yes, we are.
I like that. It's
I'm
fun
proud.
to be able to wear this shirt.
I'm loud and proud.
I get
Bet.
a lot of comments on that. Were you in Omaha?
Yeah.
I get that all the time. And yes, I was.
Apparently, there was a pretty good Auburn contingent.
It was.
Because
It was.
quite a few people remarked on
Met
it.
some new Auburn folks that I had not met before, and saw several that I would see at the games, regularly.
Right.
So, yeah, let's go back.
Hey, why not? Let's make it a yearly thing.
Absolutely.
Ty says Brian Harsin and Cadillac need to come to Sylacauga to check out the running back from B.B. Comer, Corey Harris. He ran all over Sylacauga Friday night. Dable are in for a treat Friday night watching him.
Friday night, 7 o'clock, ladies and
Corey
gentlemen.
Harris from B.B. Comer.
Daval High School versus B.B. Comer this Friday night. So and I'll be there. I'll eyeball the kid myself. So
Pass it along to the proper authorities.
So if I know I talked to Coach McDonald, and he's quite concerned with B.B. Comer, as well as he should. That coach has really got that program going now. And, of course, Daval has a beautiful new field house over there and a lot of things going on there, too. So, man, football season's here. I'm excited.
Yeah, Friday night, high school football really gets underway week 0, so that's always a lot of fun.
And
we'll have the scoreboard show for you,
Oh,
the
yeah.
AHSAA radio network, and, of course, Brett and Randy will have Benjamin Russell High School football for all those in the Lake Martin area, and Dave will have their broadcast as well. So it doesn't get a whole lot better. And then you'll get that first day in September or fall or October where there's just all of a sudden one day there's a crispness in the air.
Yeah.
And you think, where did that come from? And then, of course, it'll be 90 the next day.
Yeah,
but
that's right.
It's a good little indicator, a good little harbinger.
It is. And Benjamin Russell looked good Friday night, too. And then put in a
That's what I
word
heard.
in for Coach Grider and his bunch. He just came in with the wheels, rubber burning off the wheels.
They
late.
need a good season.
They do. And goodness, they have some skilled people that are explosive. So
That's maybe, quite frankly, we feel like Auburn should offer at
Yes.
some point soon.
Well, I'm not going to say I was skeptical because I trust Brett and Randy, but Brett and Randy are really pro Benjamin Russell.
Shockingly,
that.
yes.
For a reason, for good reason. But I saw Malcolm Simmons with my own 2 eyes Friday night, and he made a couple of plays. Kid makes a play and you just go, yeah, he's got it, and he has it. So hopefully Harsin and company will make their way down. It's just a short ride down 280.
That's right. That's true for sure. Harsin hints that Brown, a true freshman, has been very impressive at receiver and is coming along quickly. He mentioned Damari Alston again. Those two guys specifically, the true freshmen, we talked about that. David did. I mean, can we see Damari Alston maybe supplant Sean Jackson as the third back? Do we see him getting in the rotation some this year? Possibly.
I just like the fact that he's up there and they're 3A and 3B right now, evidently.
Yeah.
So it's always, I mean, you got 3, you got 4. You know, it's a grind, Andy, and depth. We know this from Alabama. You know, Alabama, somebody goes down, somebody plugs in, you don't see a whole lot of difference. Depth is everything in the SEC. So that just that's just icing on the cake.
Well, I don't want to say. I mean, look, I never want anybody to get hurt, but sometimes in rare circumstances, an injury can actually benefit a team. And if it is a minor injury for Nick Brahms and it is lessening his, and you want to reduce his, and it creates a sense of urgency for somebody else to fill that spot. It creates an opportunity for a younger guy to step up and be counted. Perhaps that's happening with Tate Johnson right now. Here's a guy I think he's a redshirt sophomore, getting a better opportunity to get in there with the ones and mix it up a little bit and try to test himself and to maybe convince himself that he's ready to take the next step forward. So maybe this will work out best for everybody. And Tate Johnson will benefit from this, and Nick Brahms will be back, and he'll be able to start and he'll be able to play, and all will be well for everybody.
Plus, Andy,
I'm an optimist.
No, that's true. Plus, think about this. We're not opening in Jerry World against Oregon. We're opening against Mercer and San Jose State.
Yeah.
So that might even give an opportunity for Tate Johnson to get some reps in a live game against a lesser opponent and become very, very comfortable in what needs to be done for the future. Yeah.
Here's another one. 0 injuries at the moment for Auburn in fall camp. Again, Nick Brahms, not necessarily an injury, it's just a post-surgical procedure that he has kind of gone through, and they're being tender with him, I think. Not necessarily an injury. But 0 injuries, Brian Harsin says. A few dings here or there, but everyone is playing.
That's good news.
That's a week through camp. I mean, you're going to have some injuries. It's the nature of football. But if you can limit it, my goodness, especially when you're Auburn, when you don't have that big a margin for error, staying healthy is one of the biggest keys for this season.
Yep.
We are up against the final segment of the show. We will be back with one more segment right after this.
WOTM is the television provider for all Alabama High School Athletic Association championship events and special programs. WOTM is your home for the Super 7 football, state finals basketball, baseball and softball state championships, the AHSAA weekly show, and WOTM also produced the first ever football playoff show, Super 7 preview show, and reclassification reveal show. Your exclusive home for all things AHSAA is WOTM. Contact your local cable provider to request WOTM to your channel lineup.
Folks around these parts have known for a long time that Walls Tire, just a mile past the bridge on Highway 280, is your #1 stop for automotive service and repair. At Walls Tire, you'll always find quality service at a fair price on everything from AC, name brand tires, big or small repairs, routine maintenance, towing, and more. When your car or truck needs to run right, there's one place in the area to go, conveniently located and easy to find. Walls Tire, just a mile past the bridge on Highway 280.
Russell Do-It Center and building supply stores have the tools and materials to get the job done right, whether you're a professional contractor or just a weekend do-it-yourselfer. With everyday customer conveniences like a drive-through lumberyard, price match promise, and our Best Rewards program, each of our 9 locations offer top brands and building materials like lumber, hardware, tools, paint, lawn and garden, and much more. Visit today and see what Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply can help you build tomorrow.
Don't be caught in a dirty vehicle. Lake Martin Mobile Detailing will have your vehicle or boat looking like brand new in no time, and you'll be back driving in style. They specialize in detailing, paint correction, gel coat restoration, and ceramic coating. Take it to the professionals at Lake Martin Mobile Detailing. Call them today at 256-794-2328 or stop by and see them at 702 McCarty Road in Dadeville. Mention this ad and receive $10 off. Lake Martin Mobile Detailing for your cleanest vehicles around.
EnviroCare is the standard in East Central Alabama for all your pest control and termite needs. EnviroCare exclusively offers Centricon termite colony elimination system that is the industry's most effective termite control to protect your home year-round. The EnviroCare team's service is also the standard for our customers. From eliminating home pests to superior termite control, nobody cares like EnviroCare, serving Lake Martin and East Central Alabama.
Need that boost to get you started in the morning or help get you through a long day at the office? Alex City Nutrition is your answer. Alex City Nutrition, located on 2nd Broad Street in downtown Alex City, offers meal replacement shakes, post-workout shakes, extreme rebuild products, and a vast array of loaded teas that offer focus, energy, and build up your immunity and overall health. Want to buy in bulk? We now offer your favorite flavors by the gallon. Come by Alex City Nutrition today or call 256-496-8284 to begin your journey to great health.
The Eric McKinley team at Mortgage Pro in Alexander City is the perfect lender for all your mortgage needs. Property values have increased and interest rates have never been so low. So if you haven't looked at refinancing your house in the last 6 to 12 months, Mortgage Pro is here to help you take advantage of that. Our team is closing loans in 15 days or less, so give us a call at 256-397-0248 and let our team go to work for you today.
Growing your business isn't just one thing, it's a million little things. Should you lease, rent, or own? How fast can you get that part? Does it fit the budget? That's what your local cat dealer is here for. With expert advice, flexible financing, and industry-leading equipment, you can get the job done, day after day. Visit ThompsonCat.com, your compact equipment provider.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and David here with you, taking you up to 1 o'clock. Thank you so much for all of you out there sticking with us today, joining us each and every Monday through Friday, 12 to 1, right here on your Spectrum cable dial. This is the Auburn Blitz. We appreciate you being with us. It is August the 15th, as David said. We are
12 days.
12 days away.
Oh, by the way, real quick before you get into the birthdays, did you see where Stidham scored another rushing touchdown in a preseason game?
I did not.
It was great. Got flushed out of the pocket, juked a guy, and dove into the end zone. So he may be playing his way into that backup job in Las Vegas.
That could be interesting for sure.
All right, carry on.
Yeah, well, thank you. 1958, you know, they used to have this thing called the NFL Chicago All-Star Game, where basically the champion from the NFL would play a collection of college All-Stars. Mm-hmm. And people always wondered, hey, could a college team beat an NFL team? Well, they actually played a game like this. Now, granted, I mean, it was a collection, the best of the best, from so essentially kind of an NFL, a baby NFL team, playing a real team, but. And there were actually a couple of times. It didn't happen very often. I think they did this for like 30 years, maybe, something like that. They did it for a while. But anyway, in this particular one, 1958, on this day, the college All-Stars beat the Detroit Lions 35-19. That must have been a pretty good collection of college All-Stars in 1958.
Either that or the Lions were the.
Now the Lions were pretty good back then.
Yeah, back
then.
then.
They weren't great. You know.
Well, Andy, that brings up a point about.
I think it's the previous champion is what it was.
Yeah. That's crazy. Well, I was talking to somebody today about the Auburn trip. And people don't understand the difference between a seasoned professional team and a college team.
Right.
We saw that in the third game in Israel. I mean, it's another level.
Oh,
it really
true.
is.
Yeah.
So,
and that was a pretty good team. They had some good players.
Absolutely.
For sure. 1964, Ralph Boston of the United States sets the long jump world record. He broke the 27-foot barrier for the first time. 27 feet, 3.5 inches. A human being jumped 27 feet. That's almost like 3 basketball goals high.
Yeah, that's insane.
But then, of course, I think this is in the late 80s, Mike Powell set the world record 29 feet and 1/4 of an inch. Almost 30 feet.
And when was what year
How
was
is
that?
I think it was like 88 or 89.
And nobody's touched that.
How is
have
that
they?
even possible?
Yeah.
That you could jump 30 feet?
Long strides
Good
and
grief.
speed. Yeah, that's
That
crazy.
is just astounding. 1974, on this day, August the 15th, the longest team, apparently there were 6 of them, trampoline bouncing marathon. 1,248 hours or 52 days. I guess they take turns is what the deal. That's why you have 6 of them. But the world record for jumping on a trampoline, 52 days. So you telling me you're going to waste 52 days of your life so some moron can get on TV and congratulate you for jumping on a trampoline? No, wait. I mean, that doesn't really reflect good on me.
And they also knew that this would never be broken. Nobody else is going to try that.
I mean, so you sleep and eat while the other one jumps? That's just that makes no sense whatsoever. But it was the 70s. Nobody had anything to do with it.
That's right.
Happy birthday today, Julia Child. Hello. The cooking.
Yes, very annoying.
Yeah. Mike Connors. Do you remember Maddox?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Joe Maddox.
Yeah, cool
Private
guy.
IPI.
Yes, cool guy.
Jerry Groom was a Hall of Fame center with Notre Dame back in he was born in 1929, actually. Gene Upshaw was the president of the Players Association, the NFL, for many years. Tom Kelly, manager of the Twins, when they won the World Series in 1991 and 1987.
Yeah.
Gary Kubiak, longtime backup to John Elway.
Yeah, he
went on to be a head coach. He's not still a head coach, is he?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. How about Bubby Brister, backup quarterback with the Pittsburgh Steelers for many, many years? His name is Bubby.
Bubby.
B-U-B-B-Y, Bubby.
I had a next-door neighbor named Bubby.
Really?
Jimmy was his name, but we all called him Bubby.
Bubby.
Okay. Bubby Gilmore. Still lives in Birmingham.
Eric Bieniemy, running back with Colorado, now has become a well-respected offensive coordinator. Yancey Thigpen, I just like the name.
Yeah.
Very unusual receiver with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Ben Affleck, he's married to Jennifer Lopez.
He is.
Congratulations. 1972, Natasha Henstridge, lovely. Ever seen the movie Species?
Yeah.
She turns into a creature and she'll kill you. But wow,
she looked
it's a good way to
before she
die.
turned into the creature.
It's a good way to die. Carrie Walsh, 3-time gold medal winning beach volleyball player.
Yeah.
3-time, 04, 08, and 12, I think. Carrie Walsh. And Jennifer Lawrence, born on this day, 1990, fetching young actress, Passengers. She's been in, I don't know what she's been in. She's okay. She's fine.
She made the birthday list.
She did make the birthday list. She's been in several movies. What was the one? She's kind of like seemed like it won an Oscar maybe. But American Hustle, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how about our icon, Olivia Newton-John?
Olivia Newton-John getting physical.
Yeah.
Passing away. Cancer, was it?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, well, we bid her adieu for sure.
Yes.
He is David. I'm Andy. So long for now, everybody. We'll talk again soon.